Good morning, everyone. This is Coach Adam with Brown Fitness and Performance, here to deliver the high-intensity interval training for Tuesday morning, right here at 7:30 a.m. sharp. All right, today's high-intensity interval training workout is what I'm calling a pyramid circuit fat blaster, meaning we're going to take 6 exercises, we're going to cycle through them, unlike the other day where we did straight sets in the same exercise over and over again. We are going to be cycling through those 6 exercises. We're going to start with 1 minute a piece, then 45 seconds, then 30 seconds, then we're going to climb back up to 45 seconds, and then climb back up to 60 seconds. So starting at 60 for all 6 exercises per exercise, then 45 seconds, then 30 seconds, then 45 seconds again, and then back to 1 minute again. Once we're done with those, then we'll cool down and get you on with your day. Hopefully it's going to be hopefully it is going to be a great workout. You will get a great workout out of it. I'm looking forward to working with you guys. Let's get moving. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention, there will be 30 seconds of rest between each set, and I'm going to keep that consistent between all of the lengths of time. So 60, 30, 45, 30, 30, 30, and so on. Here we go. We're going to get started with a 6 to 7 minute warm-up. First thing we're going to do, if you have the foam roller, we're going to start off with foam rolling. If you don't have that, that's fine. You can do what's called the diaphragmatic crocodile breathing. So if you don't have it, you're going to lay on your stomach. You're just going to breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, in through your nose. You should, while you're doing this, put that in my way. While you're doing this, you should feel your stomach driving into the ground. That's why we're laying on our stomach for this. And then exhale. So go ahead and keep doing that if you do not have a roller. If you don't have a roller but you have like a tennis ball or a baseball, you'd use something like that. We're gonna go glute first. So we're gonna sit in a figure 4 style here. 1 arm on the ground, 1 arm on your hand. If you need to, you can put the other hand on the ground. And then if you really have a hard time crossing your legs, you can also go ahead and not cross them. The crossing them actually just helps stretch out the glute muscle itself a little bit, so we can get a better massage in that warm up or in that roller. All right, we're going to go ahead and switch. Just going to go back and forth until we feel pretty good with it. Usually, especially prior to a workout, I like to go around 10 reps, about 20 to 30 seconds per muscle group. And of course, if you find a spot that hurts a little more than the others, that spot actually needs to be released. And I would suggest focusing on that spot. You're going to go upper back, you're going to either go prayer position, put your elbows together, or hug yourself. Either way. It's going to go up and back and forth. You're going to roll out the muscles in between the shoulder blades here. Should feel pretty good, kind of hurt a little bit, like you're getting a really good massage. And relax. All right. Next, I'm going to flip over and we will go onto the quads. So if you need to go both quads on your foam roller, go ahead and do so. I like to do one at a time just because it gives a better massage that way. If you're brand new to foam rolling, you may not need a complete or you might need a deeper massage. We're going to go from the bottom of the hip to the top of the knee. You can turn your foot in and out to find different spots. Again, if you find a spot that's kind of hurts, we want to focus on that. That's what I'm doing right now. You can go up and back, or you can even turn side to side a little bit, just to the point where you just get off the spot and roll back the other way. Just get off the spot and roll back the other way. All right, let's go ahead and switch sides. And back and forth. Up and down, back and forth. Again, bottom of the hip, top of the knee. All right, that's going to conclude the roller for today. All right, we're gonna get our heart rate up a little, so we're gonna start off with jogging in place. We're gonna go for about 30 seconds, knees up nice and high. And now we are going to do, it's called the trunk rotation, or I just like to call them rotations. You're going to spin your hips side to side. Everything else should follow. Your belt buckle or belly button, however you want to view it, should be doing the turning first. Everything else kind of follows along. If you notice my foot's turning, my back foot's turning with me, yours should be doing that as well. If your foot is planted, you're twisting through your knee, which is not good for the knee. And we're going to go to arm circles. Nice big circles, just warming up the shoulders here. Stay tall, looking forward. And reverse it, reverse directions. All right, next we are going to get on one knee. We're going to do what's called a spider lunge. So we're going to get off that knee, both hands down the ground, and then rotate towards that front knee. Switch sides, switch sides. Rotate. You're going to use your abs to rotate the shoulders. If for whatever reason you're having a hard time getting on the ground like that, you can always find something that's a little bit higher and going back and forth. Rocking chair, probably not the best ideal situation to use, but you get the drift. You have something stable to utilize, go for it. Foot up next to the hand. All right. Next, we're going to do what's called the downward dog to an upward dog. So we're going to stretch out our calves at the top, come down, stretch your abs at the bottom, abs at top, calves at top, Stretch out the ends at the bottom. Should feel the shoulders working throughout. Feel pretty good. Should feel a pretty good calf stretch at the top. Last one. And relax. We're going to do a little glute bridging for now. Both feet on the ground, hips up. We're just going to get activation of glutes. And down and up. I'm just going to hold it for a couple of seconds. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Couple more, down and up. Really squeeze the glutes at the top. Down and up. Down and up. All right. Back onto your feet. We're gonna do body weight squats. So we're gonna drop a squat, drop down, stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down, stand up. Couple more. All right. Lateral lunges, side to side. Just gonna go nice long stride, side to side, side to side. And last thing we're gonna do, one leg deadlift or stagger stance deadlift. So that stagger stance, one leg's on the ground. We're keeping good posture. We're hinging at our hips, driving those hips back, and then hips through. And then, of course, switching sides. I'm going to start with a full version. We're going to balance on one leg. Other leg is in the air. I'm just going to drop the chest down and then stand up. Take a breath before you go. Fill your belly with air. And stand up. Exhale. Just a couple more. And last one. And switching sides. Back leg up in the air. Hips through. 1, 2. Hips forward. If you need to, I forgot to mention, you can reach up. You can also grab onto something if you need to. Last one here. All right, that is it for the warm-up. We're gonna go right into the workout now. Get some water before we do though. I'm gonna do the same. I'm going to get our timer going as well, running it off my phone. We have 6 exercises today. We have a squat, thrust, or burpee, whatever you want to do with that. We have upper twists. We have speed skaters or shuffles. We have high knee sprints. We have RDL to row. And band jacks. So one of the things I forgot to mention at the beginning was if you have them, you'll need some bands. If you don't have them, don't worry about it. We will do a different exercise, a modification. I'll show that while we go. All right, first exercise is that squat thrust. I'm just gonna get into them because We have about 30 seconds in between every exercise. I'm going to be able to explain it in those 30 seconds for the following exercise. And let's see. It's about to start here. And if you need something elevated to put your hands on, go ahead and do that. Down, feet back, feet up, stand up, jump up makes it a burpee. You can also add a push-up if you want to. Adding push-ups is going to make it a little more challenging. The quicker you go, the harder it's going to be. Feet back, feet up. And of course, modification for this one is just hands down, step back, step back, step up, step up. If you want the modification, go for it. Make sure you alternate which foot is starting. You're gonna squat a little bit, hands to the ground. Try not to hop down. You don't want to hurt your wrists or anything. All right, that was 1 full minute. Next thing we have is the upper twist. So we're gonna lay on our back here. We are going to lean back and rotate the shoulders. This one should be pretty easy to get. If you need less effort or less intensity, you're just gonna sit up a little higher. If you need more, bring your feet off the ground. And here we go. 1 whole minute. We're gonna be super excited about doing this because we're gonna get our day going. I know I'm super excited about it, and I'm very pumped to be burning those calories, or should I say ramping up my metabolism, because that's really the main focus here. I still gotta figure out how to get my timer to be able to play music at the same time. But if you have music on your end, go ahead and play it. Oh. If you need a second for a breath or two, go ahead and take it and then go. Again. Again, we're rotating at the shoulders. You're using the core to rotate the shoulders. If you're feeling it in your shoulders, not a good idea. That's not a good sign. All right. Next is speed skater. So speed skater or shuffle, that's the one where you are hopping side to side. Or if you want to shuffle back and forth. If you have a mini band, you could put that around the knees and do monster walks as well. I might do a version of that or two during the rounds. I'm gonna do the full speed skater version though for this one. Oh, here we go. That was the bell. Side to side, arms coming across. Arms shouldn't be out like this. That's too much motion. In fact, I feel like it'd be harder to do it that way. Side to side, side to side. As soon as you touch and go, the quicker you go, the harder it's going to be. If you want to switch at any point to doing the shuffles, be side to side, side to side. I only have so much space to show within the camera frame, but either way, it's up to you. Ah. Couple seconds left. And that was it. All right. I'm going to turn up that volume on this so you can hear it better. All right, well now we have high knee sprints. We're just running in place this time, just up and in. If you need to march because you have knee issues, do so. Or if you want to do more of just a body weight squat, you can do that. Do not put yourself at any compromised risk for any of these. All right, running in place, knees up. Keep those elbows bent to 90 degrees. You're moving the arm at the shoulder. You're gonna get those knees up high. Knees up nice and high. Again, if you need to slow it down at any point, high knee march is fine. I stepped on something. That's not good. And of course, the faster you go, the harder it's going to be. Which, ooh, my hip is not liking that. So I'm going to slow it down into the march, or a little bit faster, or knees not so high. And that's it for that one. Now we have RDL to row. If you have the band, great. If you don't have the band, we are going to do leg curls with the towel. So leg curl with the towel. You can lay back, hips up, curl in, hips up, curl in. All right, this one, we're gonna bend the band in half. We're gonna step in, and we are going to hips through and down and row. Row. Again, good posture with this one. Hips back, chest is flat, back's flat, chest is out, row. Should feel the deadlift part in your glutes, not necessarily in your low back. All right, that concludes that one. And the last one, number 6, band jacks. You can use a big loop band like that. The one I have is kind of heavy for it. I'm going to use this lighter one, but you're going to flip here, in and out, and we're just going to jump and up. You're just going to push your arms up above your head. If you need a modification, just go ahead and do it. Just go ahead and do the legs in and out. If you need that modification. I'll start off with this just because that's what I was doing. And I'm actually going to go ahead and switch to the harder version. There's a little bit of resistance that's going to make this a lot harder. I know for any of those who watch professional wrestling, this looks like that one guy's gesture. What did he say? Yes, yes, yes. I think that's what he says. Hopefully the WWE doesn't sue me for saying that. I'm cooking here. I'm going to switch it back to the modified version. Just feet in and out. All right. Now we have a little bit of time for rest. So get some water. We actually have about 1.5 minutes total because I actually messed that up on the timer. But you guys get a little bit extra break because of that. So 1.5 minutes. So that's actually going to be the rest. This is the actual rest portion. We're going to be starting back on number 1 at the burpee or squat thrust. This time it's going to be 45 seconds of work, sort of shaving off 15 seconds. And we're going to keep the rest the same. So the rest is going to be still 30 seconds. You'll get plenty of time in between each exercise. I am just sweating. We've got about 10 seconds left of the rest, by the way. And we're just getting ready to go here. That's plenty of rest. I feel pretty refreshed to get back to it. And here we go. Hands down, feet wide, feet up. A little bit of a jump. If you want to jump, do so. Again, if you want to add a push-up, go for it. And if you need to modify and put your hands on something higher, make sure it's something sturdy. And that's time. All right, now we have speed skater. Actually, no, I'm sorry, upper twist. So getting on, sitting on your butt, leaning back, rotate the shoulders. If you have a back issue where you can't rotate your shoulders, lean back and hold 6 inches. All right, so rotate the shoulders. A modification for this for anybody who has a back issue, just go in and out with the legs. We're gonna rotate the shoulders, or if you need to make it a little bit harder, put the feet in the air. Again, we're using the core. You should feel this in the abs as you rotate. You're going to be using the abs to rotate the shoulders. That's challenging. Just a couple seconds left to finish up. Good. All right. Now we have speed skater. Of course, at any point, we have about 20 seconds left. If you need water, get it. And bring a lot of rest in between so we can go pretty hard during those rounds. Should be starting here in a second. There we go. And speed skater side to side. Again, the faster you go, the harder it's going to be. I'm going at a pretty moderate pace just because my hips will not like it with arthritis. So anybody who has arthritis, if you need to slow it down, completely understood. I can go a little bit faster, my hips can tolerate it. And of course, for anybody who feels like they need to modify and do a shuffle, go for it. I'm also in my apartment. I want to be respectful of the neighbors at 7:30 in the morning. All right. Blanking on what was the next one? Oh yeah, high knee. We got high knees and then the deadlifts. So again, high knee, march in place or full out run in place. Either way is fine. Should start here in a little bit. And get those knees nice and high. The faster you go, the harder it's going to be. And of course, if you need to slow it down for any reason, or if you need to just march in place, do so. Almost there. Finish that. All right, next we're gonna need a band again. Thicker band if you have it. If you don't have it, again, you're gonna lay on your back and do the leg curls or hip bridge, either way. Figure out what's gonna work best for you with what you have. It is okay to change this. All right, again, we're gonna step in, hips through, hips back, hips through, and then to add that rowing at the bottom. Make sure you have good posture. And then if you want to make this tougher, you can actually hold on the outside of the band. Oh yeah. And that really increases the band tensile strength. All right. Next is the band jacks, either just the legs or full version. I'm going to start off with the full version and progress to the modified, just the demo. Actually, I'll do it the reverse way there. So let's start with the modified for anybody who needs it. So if you're just going to go in and out, you can do this without the band as well. So if you don't have a band, you can do this. You can do regular jumping jacks. Just go as fast as you can. All right, I'm gonna transition here. Whoops, lost my band. Into the full version. As you go side to side with those feet and arms in the air. So a good way to get a good pump in. If you feel a band slipping at any point, make sure you adjust. We don't want anybody to get slapped with the band. If you need to slow it down, you can slow it down as well. Any of those will work. And then that's actually it. That's number, that was number 6. We're gonna be moving to a 30-30 split now after this. We have about a little over 60 seconds left. Getting some water now. That's going to start that official rest between sets. So that's the official rest between sets. We're going to go back to the burpee again, or the squat thrust. 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds off. This, because it's a shorter round, this should mean that you can increase the pace. It should be more of a sprint. Or if you're kind of tired and you're feeling kind of winded, you can definitely lay back a little. That's fine as well. Go with whatever your skill level is with this. Should be starting here in about 20 seconds or so. This is a pretty good workout, I'm telling you. Hello, 60, or I said 90 seconds is probably a little much, but we're pretty good, refreshed, ready to go. And here we go. Feet, hands on feet wide, stand up, optional jump. Again, if you can go faster, you can definitely go faster. All right, now we're gonna go to those upper twists. Wow. Again, upper twist, leaning back, rotate the shoulders. Most of us should be able to do this one, at least even at a minimal level. Lean it back and go. Feet in the ground is a little bit easier. If you need to increase the intensity, bring the feet up in the air. Rotate the shoulders. Wow. Rotate the shoulders, rotate the shoulders. If you need a second for a breather, go for it. Rotate. Almost there. All right, good deal. Now we're gonna go with the speed skaters and then the run in place. Did I miss one? No, we got speed skaters and then high knees, yep. If you're going hard enough in the rounds, you should need the full 30 seconds rest. Here we go, side to side. Or if you need to shuffle, you can go ahead and shuffle. I'm gonna go ahead and continue doing the speed skater, side to side. The faster you go, the harder it's going to be. If you get a little air time, should be a little harder yet. Keeping the elbows in close. All right. Now we're gonna be going into that high knee run. Running in place. Should be able to get the heart rate up pretty good here. Again, we're gonna move at your pace here. We're gonna go as fast as you can to push yourself, but don't overdo it either. Depends on what skill level you are here. The good part about this is that I can only see myself in the camera. I can't see you, so. Not that that's good, I like the coach, but if you feel like you need to not be seen by other people, that's completely okay, and that's safe here. Again, spreading as much as you can here. And time. All right, good deal. We got the deadlift the row this time. I'm gonna do the modified exercise just to make sure you guys know what to do, especially for anybody who's just chiming in. You're gonna lay on your back for this, and then we're gonna go ahead and hips up and curl. So if you have a slidey, an area where you can slide your towel on, great. If not, I'm just gonna go hips up and down. So, a lot of different variations that we can do here. If you're not sure, go ahead and ask that question in the comment section. All right. And then we have band jacks. And then we're done with this round. I'm gonna start off with the full version and then go from there. You're gonna keep that band inside the arms. The faster you go, the harder it should be. We don't want necessarily a heavy band for this one. Just a little bit of light resistance is gonna be fine, depending on your strength level. And of course, if you need a modification, just crisscross that band and bring your feet in and out. If you don't have a band, that version without the band is completely fine. And then that was it for that. We got a little over a minute for a break, rest. If you need water, please get it. All so 60 seconds of rest. We will now be moving into, or we're going to be moving back up the pyramid now, where we're going to go up and increase our time back to 45 seconds. This round, 45 seconds per station, per exercise, and then 30 seconds of rest. The final round after that is going to be a minute at every exercise, and then 30 seconds of rest. We got a little under 30 seconds here left. Let that heart rate come down. If you need to move around a little bit, move around a little bit. I see a couple people tuning in at the bottom of the screen. Thanks, guys. It means a lot for you to see people tuning in. And we're about to get moving. We're going to do squat, thrust, or burpee. And here we go. I'm going to go at your pace here. And again, if you need to modify, you can step in and out of it. Back to the full version. If you want additional challenge, push-up is a great way to do that. And it's a good way to slow down the pace a little bit. All right, good deal. Upper twist. Get in position on your butt. Catch your breath. That one's a heart racer for sure. And 45 seconds of this. All right, here we go. Rotate the shoulders. Use the core to rotate. If you need a modification, you can lean up. If you have any back issues, just gonna go ahead and lean back and do leg lowers. All right, either way is completely fine. With those leg lowers, if you're doing those, you're gonna make sure that low back sticks to the ground. You're gonna reach the other leg out. I guess I should show that, huh? Lower back to the ground, reach out, back up, reach out, back up. Now we're gonna go to the speed skater. Or shuffle if you'd rather do the shuffle. Either way is quite okay. Excuse me. And we're about to get moving here. Again, side to side. Go as quick as your pace will let you. Or side shuffle, side shuffle, side shuffle. I'm going to go back to the speed skater side to side. Again, if you put a little bit more effort in, it's going to be a little more challenging. Get a little airborne side to side. The quicker you go, the higher that heart rate's going to get. You should not be hunching forward. If you notice I'm leaning forward, but my back's not rounded. That's where you want to be. All right, next is the high knee sprints. So you have the high knee sprints, and then we have the deadlift to row. Couple of seconds left here for the rest. Go ahead and catch that breath. If you need a quick sip of water, feel free to get it. About to start here in a couple seconds. And here we go. High knees. Run around in place. Try to get those knees up as high as you can. My hip doesn't actually like that, so my knees are actually going to stay a little lower. But ideally, get those knees up. If you're someone that has any joint issues, feel free to slow it down, just march. We don't want any pounding. Or you can do more of a foot fire too, if that works. Find something that doesn't hurt if you have any joint issues. Ooh, I'm making the room shake here. All right. Again, if you need water real quick, go ahead and get it. 2 exercises left of this round. Deadlift is next. Step in to the band. Again, grabbing around like this will make it more challenging. Row, hips through, row, through, row. Make sure, as usual, we have good posture. You're able to feel that deadlift through the glutes and the hamstrings. That's what we should be activating. We don't have to think about that. If anything, think about pushing your hip back, your butt back towards the wall, and grab the ground with your feet. And that's it. All right. Go to the planks, plank jacks. Not plank jacks, I'm sorry. Banded jacks. Feet up and in, pressing the band up to the sky. Feet, the band's around the sides of the knees. Again, if you need to modify, crisscross the band and feet in and out. If you do not have a band, either motion is fine. Whew. Burning. Heart rate's up and it's burning. Again, if you feel like you need to stop and take a breather, go for it. We're at that fine line. We want to balance that fine line between pushing yourself but not overdoing it. All right, minute and a half of rest. Get some water. We're going into the 60 seconds left here. 60 seconds left between the rounds. We're going to start all over again. 6 exercises to get through. We're in the final round, the final countdown. This time, it's for the gusto. We got 60 seconds of work per exercise, 30 seconds of rest. Let's go ahead and knock them out. Finish that workout up, and then we're gonna do probably about a 3 to 5 minute cool down. After that, to get you guys cooled back down, ready to go for that remainder of the day. It's always awesome to have the workout done. We got about 10 seconds left. It's always awesome to have that workout done in the morning. Then you don't have anything else. You don't have to worry about it for the rest of the day. It is done. No better feeling than that. Here we go. 60 seconds. Again, you can modify to whichever modification that you want. If you want to, full version into a push-up, go for it. If you need to step through it, Go for it. A little more than halfway. Last couple seconds. All right. And get in position for the upper twist. Now we're going to need that full 30 seconds of rest here. All right, lean it back, rotate the shoulders, side to side, as fast as you're comfortable with. Should be pushing yourself though. Again, if you need a modification, lean it back, knees up, and reach out with the legs. That's a completely fine modification. One whole minute here. If you need to increase the intensity, lift the legs up. Ooh, that, after all that work we've done, that's definitely a challenge. Lean it back. If you need to stop, take a break for a second, do so. A minute is a long time. It's a lot of reps in a long time. Good. All right. Speed skater next. Let that heart rate come down. Then we have speed skater or shuffle. Or if you have a band, you can put it around the knees and do monster walks, which I think I'm going to do that for this round. I'm going to utilize the big band. Again, you can do the speed skaters. If you've seen them, you know what to do. I'm going to do side to side band walks. The faster you go, the harder it is. This is definitely burning. With this one, we don't want the shoulders to go back and forth too much. We want to glide as much as we can. You see my shoulders dipping a little. I'm coaching myself here, essentially in the mirror. All right, good deal. Running in place. Again, we want to get our knees up nice and high. You can either march or sprint. Either way. I'm gonna wait for that round, the rest round to be over. Again, if you need water, get it during this time. And march or get those knees up and run. Either way. You're gonna get full range of motion of the shoulders too. You're gonna get those knees up nice and high. Should be bending the arms at the shoulder joint, not the elbow. You can see, hopefully you can see the difference. Go at your pace. Got about 15 seconds left. Go hard here. Finish it out strong. Staying strong. Just a couple seconds. And good work. All right. All right, again. Second to last one, deadlift to row with the band. If you don't have the band, a glute bridge or leg curls, if you have something to slide with, like a towel, like another towel or something like that on the linoleum floor, that'll definitely work. And feet in, stand up, and row. Put my feet in a little bit better. There we go. And of course, you need increased resistance. Grab around the band. Make sure you hold on tight for doing that. If you're not comfortable doing that, make sure you hold into the handles. This exercise is basically put in just to make sure we're working our rear end and our hamstrings. Saying that a lot of times the glutes and the hamstrings for most people don't get a lot of work. So this exercise is not as cardiovascularly intense, but want to make sure we get that working. All right, last exercise. If you have that band, you're gonna use the feet in and out. If you have just that small mini band, you can put that around the knees to do this. I happen to want to do both exercises, so jacks here. And again, if you feel the band slipping at all, stop, readjust. This is definitely a challenge. How many seconds have we got? A little under 30. Whew. And then if you need to go to the modification, just the legs in and out. Go as fast as you can. Heart rate needs to get nice and high. And that is a wrap for the strength, or the hip portion. Get some water, then we're cooling down. All right, first thing we're gonna do to start that cool down, while we're still kind of breathing heavy, I'm gonna stay tall, one leg back. If you've seen the other videos, I like to do this one a lot. We're just gonna hips forward, heel, which you can't see my heel. I'll get over here. Back heel stays on the ground if you can. For those of us who have tight Achilles or tight calf, we'll feel a good stretch there. You should feel a stretch from the front of the hip as well. We're just gonna hold this and take nice deep breaths. Breathing in, breathing out. Nice, slow, controlled breaths. And let's go ahead and switch sides. Again, you're gonna push the hips forward, you're gonna stay tall, and that calf is gonna stay on the ground. If you have good ankle flexibility, chances are you're only gonna feel this in the front of the hip. If you're lacking both, or moderate in both, you'll feel it in both. And breathing in, breathing out, nice and slow. Breathe into the stomach, not the chest. time just because I could face the other way and I have my back to you, but I don't want to do that. So elbow is going to be even with your shoulder or slightly above or slightly below. And then just going to step into it, stay tall, and just lean in. Should feel a pretty good stretch in the shoulder and the chest area. Again, nice deep breath into the stomach, out through the mouth. We like to call this owning the position. Switching sides. Again, stepping in, deep breath in the stomach, and out through the mouth. Last breath. All right. Now we're just going to do breathing, get us completely calmed down. Going to lay on your back. You can go feet up in the air or feet completely on the ground, either way. And then we're just going to go breathing into the stomach, out through the mouth. We're going to do 5 breaths, in 4 seconds, out 4 seconds. And breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. That concludes the pyramid high intensity interval training workout today. Thanks for tuning in. This is Coach Adam with Brown Fitness and Performance. If you've enjoyed the workout, please share it with someone who could use it or would like to inquire about it. If you'd like to know how I'm helping other individuals via online or remote training, helping them utilize the tools they have within their homes, and you've been quarantined and would like to take part with a program like that, please feel free to drop me a direct message right here on Facebook, or if you know somebody else is interested, please have them drop a message. And also, if you have any comments, concerns, or questions about the workouts that are posted right here on Facebook Live themselves, please feel free to chime in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you 7:30 a.m. tomorrow for a strength routine. We'll talk tomorrow.